Hey guys, this is Tigress coming back to you with another episode of Craftymon, and it feels weird to be recording Craftymon a couple of days in advance. um, I don't think I said it when live streaming Marvel Rivals the other day, but I think it did go into brief context. Basically, at the time there were 3 projects that I was going to do. Now, while I talk about these, I'm going to jump off the roof. Let this thing gain a tiny bit more XP because it's almost at 20. Basically, there are 3 projects I was going to do. They'll hopefully be the one that comes out on Wednesday. I say 3 projects. They'll hopefully be the one that comes out Wednesday for this week. It won't be coming out Wednesday, but it'll be getting recorded Wednesday. And then there was basically going to be me looking at YouTube worlds or going over some like worlds and all a lot. And the first one was going to be SB727's 10,000 Days. I might eventually still do it, who knows, but it won't be uploaded this week at all. Maybe next, I don't know, but I've tried to record it like 3-4 times, and every single time my game has crashed in between. Which means until I know for a fact that my game isn't. Come on, Stinger. Um, I'm gonna be slightly more hesitant with recording. It was crashing about the 20-minute mark in. I'm gonna record for about 20 minutes. And then go from there. So the first 20 minutes, I say first 20 minutes, it won't be the actual first 20 minutes of the video. That'll probably be like the first like 5-10. But like the first part, like, just note for like from now, it's not gonna like well, once I learn to speak. Basically, I'm just gonna do a few more boring things at the beginning, just to make sure that it's not the game crashing or the recording software playing up. I don't know why. Oh, you do look really cool. Yeah, you can go back in the vocal. Also, guys, I have on me the bestiary. And when was someone going to point out? That thing is, I'm pretty sure I showed this off in episode 1. That this. Like, I can see all the stuff that I need for all of it. Like, there's Lepion. See, I keep going to say that as like Vaporeon, Jolteon, Espeon, Umbreon, Sylveon, Flareon, Eevee. I keep going to say it as like that sound. So I go Lepine. I think it is like Lepine. I'm not 100% sure. Feel free to correct me in the comment section below. Also, if you are new around here, please like and subscribe. We then got Aquasaur. Again, I don't know how many of these I'm correct on. Squeakles. Wavy. Asborg. Fanox, which, again, kind of looks cool. Glazio. Smooth. It looks like a kind of a... See, I see the first stage and second stage being like, oh my god, that's kind of cool. Then I imagine it turning into like this really cool thing. I was wrong. Rabbit, yeah. Fluff kind of looks dumb. That doesn't look much better. Slapple looks Brock kind of looks cool, and I don't think it would take me that much more to train one up. Glameal. Rhinox. Rhinox. Phoenix. Apparently I've seen the final thing. I don't remember seeing it. Scorchio. Phoenix, which, Stinger. But again, the one I do really want to see is I want to get the Elder Dragon. I say Elder Dragon, the Elder. From what I can see, I think I have a few of the materials. I'm gonna pop home and sleep. But yeah, guys, so went to try and record that video like 3 times, looking over SB's SB727 10,000 like day hardcore world, like fully updated all that lot. And every time I did, my game would crash, which means I don't know whether Minecraft Bedrock can't handle that much of a big world, or whether it was a case of it can handle that plus recording. I have no idea. But the event, I'll find somewhere around it at some point. I'll figure something out. A couple of times I did think it was hang on before I do. Also, guys, I found that like my flame cores, like I got a couple magic cores and I did get a nature core, which means you also got the enchanted variants. Which does mean I think I got like 4 of them, so I'm gonna try and track a few more down. But I was busy in between and did go and get a bunch of lava buckets. Iron Farm, it really seemed a lot more easier. I found a couple of caves, I got some lava, and I basically just went looking for lava. Because I could have made diamond pickaxe, which would have been easy because there was obsidian where I found it. And it would have been easy to sort there and now, but I will make a diamond pickaxe when doing it, just in case. But I didn't want to make the mistake. And actually, I say mistake. I didn't want to use sit there and do it like for like 10-15 minutes, just mining a few blocks. Because again, no enchantment table. I will say, this thing does look really cool and amazing. So, I've got the blue, I've got the one red, I've got the one pink. I am just going to spend, like, say, like, the next few minutes just sort of KOing a few things. Actually. Yeah. You're fully evolved now. May as well make some use of it, yeah. At some point, I probably should learn the types in the game. But at the same point, I can play the guesswork. To be fair, it's not the first time I would have had to learn types for a game. Basically, guys, back in 2019, I got into Yu-Gi-Oh! A mate got me into it back then. We were both in college at the time, and he got me into it. And when I tell you, the first deck I ever made, and I know the first deck I ever made because I still have the deck today, kind of. I have both of the decks today because at the time I bought a bunch of single cards and all that lot, and basically made this sort of elemental blue eyes deck, considering some of the elemental heroes, blue eyes cards. Eventually, it just became a blue eyes deck because, again, Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate Dragon was my first card I ever got. It was a card from singles that I was like, oh my god, I need. and so I got it. So I have a lot of nostalgia when it comes to Blue Eyes. Like, Kyber is one of my favorite rivals, but not because of the fact of like his deck was the strongest, or you know, nothing would ever beat him, but because of the fact of no matter how much Yugi, you know, it's like, Kyber, your power strategies won't work against me. He refused to let it be a belief. So, guys, the plan today is to go to the Nether to basically look. I'm missing a couple. I need an ice, which means taking a tree, and a Nether Star. I'm gonna need, so it's not gonna get done today because I will need to fight a Wither to get a Nether Star, which does mean going to the end Nether. I'm taking a screenshot because it's gonna be so much easier to remember. So, you know, I will go and list the ones, I say list, count the ones I got when I got back to my house. But yeah, guys, so my first deck, I still have today because it was like, it was basically organized. I think it's over 60 cards. I don't actually know, because I thought they were all sleeved with like these black sleeves, and I at the time, I kind of still am, I was like, oh my god, it's such a great deck, and I was like, really like, oh my god. And don't get me wrong, it's not the 100% would get obliterated in today's standards. But guys, when it comes... But when it comes to making decks today, and you will see come... I keep saying see come Wednesday's video. It depends. Theoretically, I might be able to, like, I probably will be able to get it up and edited by Tuesday. See, I say that, I'm half tempted to do a video on it, half tempted to do a live stream, just because a live stream would function a lot more better, and I might. But at the same point, I think video might be better. What I probably will do is, because again, there's no new adventure this week, which is because guys, I'm recording when I would be streaming new adventures. Actually, when I would have finished streaming new adventures, because I'm recording slightly late. But like when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh, I've always got like, didn't used to. It's a lot more of a recent thing, but it's basically when it comes to making decks, I go into two different mindsets. When I'm making sort of decks based on anime, like whether the fact of hold on, actually before I go into, I've got the flame, I've got the magic, I've got the neutral, and I've got the lava and earth. So I've got the two fires, got the earth, got the green, got I think the pink heart one. So I'm missing I think the dark purple and the blue and the light blue. So I'm missing three, which I will go and deal with now. But yeah, guys, when it comes to making decks, my mindset is, am I using this for basic like meta-based purposes? Yes. Well, in that case, I want hand traps. Am I making this because I want a fun anime-based deck? Yes. Guys, I know things like Stardust Dragon, Red Dragon Archfiend, and a bunch of other cards. Like, I know Blue Eyes can be meta and be strong as anything. I don't make it for meta purposes. And I will basically show all of that off. Like, I've got my meta decks. So what is that like? So it's dark blue, and then I'm gonna check this in with the rest. But yeah, guys. So when it does, it's like when it comes to making decks for me, it's literally a case of, like, for instance, one of my favorite archetypes, and I say my second favorite protagonist. He used to be my favorite, no longer is. Was Jaden Yuki. I've got 2 Jaden decks on Master Duel. No, 3. I've got his Evil Hero deck. I've got his a combination of his like Elemental Heroes and Mangle it all like that into one, and then I've got his Season 4 deck. Oh, I have the block. Frosting Aqua. So in that case, 3, 6, 8. That's 8 in total, which means I've got 7. Yeah. So I'm just missing 1 dark purple. And the big question here is, do I have anything that meets that criteria? I do really like using Stingray, but it's a literal case of I've got too many in my team. We'll keep 7. The little rare can come with me while we go and actually... Well, I'll go and have a look. I'm 100% saying now, this... That's how much I care about making a mess in here. I really don't. So guys, what I will do is I'll mine this out a little bit. Yeah, I'll mine this out a little bit, then I'll be back. Guys, we're back with almost cleared out room. An almost cleared out room, to be fair. Just a bit of dirt, and the reason I've not put lights down. Right now, this room looks kind of bright, kind of dark. Add-on that I've got, it's a realism shader thing that basically means by holding torches, you light up rooms, and which generally does mean half the time I don't put into consideration. I've dug it out a lot more bigger. At some point, I will basically just be like, I'm going to do and turn something into this, because I think I'm at the point of where it's like, okay, I'm going to live here permanently. This will end up getting torn down. This will end up getting landscaped and turned into something amazing. I probably could have had the little bear thing while I was doing most of that. Probably should have. Guys, I had to make a couple more pickaxes. When I say a couple, I do really mean a couple. My one that I had was almost broke, so I made 2 more. First of all, food. Second of all, barely, but there is room. But yeah, so guys, this room has been opened up. This I kind of like. Part of me wants to keep it, and part of me knows I'm not going to be able to, but I might actually be able to. These are going to get terraformed down a little bit for the fact of this is like 2 blocks higher than my actual house. So it's at least a block higher, so... we'll go do. Think that's how you make nether portals. Part of me's trying so much not... Like, not... Hello? Like, not to sort of turn it into... Look at all this nice extra cobblestone I've been getting so nicely. But so far, it's coming out nice. Part of me wants to say around say this looks weird as anything, but like I deep down I know it's correct. There's no way that is correct. I'm gonna go make a flint and steel. Just because if that lights up, the only reason I'm not going to turn this into more of a nethery portal thing. Oh my god, it does! In that case... Damn it! Well, in that case, I'll keep 3 buckets on me. Grab a few buckets, grab some from the nether, and try not to make a mistake. Hopefully, I'm going to sleep first though. But yeah, guys, for the most part, I think I'm sort of set on, you know, having... I didn't need a diamond pickaxe in the end. I'm going to explore, not to get things, so... I'm also going to try and pick up 3 buckets to fill in the other corners. First time I've seen bats, I think. Hopefully it doesn't spawn us in a terrible area and it's slightly convenient. Well, hello. Good news, guys. I can see lava. Bad news, guys. I don't know how I'm going to get down from here. I believe this is a basalt biome. And why, yes, I could easily enough grab lava from here. I would rather grab it from here. So that's those 3 buckets got. I don't know what I was expecting when coming here. Guys, when I turn around and say the fact I was thinking, what's these so many really cool things? I was heavily wrong. Like, there's a strider. But, like, I think I'm for the most part settled on the fact of living where I am. Like, I wasn't expecting that there to be a lot here, but I was expecting, like, lava or fire pals to be, like, living here. Gotta say, this is one of the... I wasn't wrong. That, I'm pretty sure is what I think it is. I want my theory to be right. Time to do parkour. I never thought I'd hate seeing a basalt. I think they're called basalt biomes as much as I currently am. Because it's all I'm currently seeing. So then, like... So... Oh, I'm here. Skeletons love spawning on soul sand. I don't know why. It is for the most part something I do seriously question. Like, do I think realistically pals, like, not pals, craft, like, the monsters could live here? No. I 100% think they would die very quickly. Well, we're going this way now. I'm only like, giving these a good look around. Because they can spawn little baby ghasts. And by little baby ghasts, I mean happy ghasts. And I'd love to get one. Yeah, no, I can't risk having any Craftymons out because I know for a fact of how I'm going to end up getting back from the nether. See, the people here, so why, like, unless they've randomly opened their own nether portals, by all physics, they should not have Craftmon. Yeah. Okay, so instantly want to remember those, so that can get favorited. One more question: do I have leads? No. No. Well, I'm gonna put this thing. I'm gonna let this thing roam for a few minutes. I'm also gonna see what I need to make a lead. Because I think the only way to stop a happy gas from wandering everywhere is having a lead on it. Oh, it's just string. Why was I thinking I need leather? I have string. Okay, but it looks nice. I mean, this armor did take a bit of a beating. But yeah, guys, from rough memory, those happy gas do take like 10-15 minutes. So... What? Are those by chance? Right. Dude, you can evolve by the end of the episode. That's a guarantee. But also, guys, I have no idea what to call... Actually, this was something. While I was randomly digging it out, I saw, like, I noticed these. I'd like to get one. I was about to say, for now, I'll tie him up, and it's like, hold on, wait a minute. I have a giant open pen. Also, guys, the only reason I've not done nothing about this is because, one, I kind of like it. Two, I probably will in between episodes. But three, it's almost spread, and I kind of want to wait until it does. But yeah, so I noticed as I was digging that, there was like a skeleton thing over here, like a skeleton horse, and it's like, And I was like, you know what, that can wait a few minutes. Because this will surely not take me too long. Guys, for point of reference... Oh, kind of cool bow. For point of reference, I was watching. I'll say I was watching now. What's a dude called Nikhil Clayton. Clayton. He's basically known as the X-Men person on TikTok. But to me, my like definition of the X-Men, and it was just because it's what I grew up with, will always be X-Men Evolution. Which is why whenever I think new X-Men projects, I'd like to see them, attending a normal high school and dealing with their powers on the side, going through the day-to-day stuff, living a life instead of just being sort of battle ready and you dealing with everything that comes to that. Because two X-Men shows that out of three X-Men shows that I know of, I think there are more. There's X-Men 90. There's the 90s X-Men, X-Men Evolution, and X-Men Evolution apparently came right after 90s X-Men show. That was the early 2000s, which does make sense. X-Men Wolverine, and then there's the 97 X-Men. I've seen 97 X-Men Evolutions and X-Men Wolverine and the X-Men. So they got a bit of Wolverine and the X-Men as a kid, but I was like, this is not what I. It's like, no, I don't like this, because at the time, part of me was, I don't know why, but part of me was like, is this a continuation of X-Men Evolution? There's a few things in it that kind of seem like it would be, but it's not. If it is, I'd be very surprised. I kind of don't want to evolve him before I get back to the base. By before back to the base, I mean before I'm in an open, clearer area. I'm presuming there are any nighttime spawns, which are going to be annoying. You can sit in there, and you can come for a run out here. But like, I was basically just watching this person basically go over and like analyze the X-Men Evolution episodes, and something I don't think about until I do like go deep into analyzing, because the fact of doing a media course, every so often when I do watch something, I try not to do it the first time watching something because it's not 100% fair. Because I want to be able to sit and enjoy it for the first time. There's a couple examples to this where you're evolving! Rock as a rock! Okay, you kind of look cool. Not cool enough that I do kind of want to put you on the team, but you do look cool. But like, the few times I've broke this rule are the live action How to Train Your Dragon. That was based on the 2010 version of the animated movie from 2010. Which means, yes, I know how the thing ends. I do want to just double check nights. Craftymon are crafted into different elements. The element heights. Part of me is like, okay, like, think of it in a logical sense. Aqua-based creatures would be near water. Frost would be near snow. Earth and nature would be near, like, grass and all that lot. Fire and lava would be near, I want to say, like nether-based stuff, and night and magic would be, who knows. Put them into Pokemon types, I kind of can. Slightly, not completely. Nature would be grass, earth would be rock/ground, aqua would be water, frost would be ice, magic would be fairy, night would be dark, Flame would be the fire, and lava would be fire. The only reason I can't separate those two into two different types. The only thing I could probably say is close to lava would be something like dragon. Now, can I find... Although I'll find rooted forest mega terra. So rooted forests, swamp mushrooms, rooted forests. That I kind of want to get. So rooted forest, shadow, which is the exact same type. So I really do just need to find a rooted forest. Now, considering this is more of a pain to do, why? Guys, when I say I've been playing Minecraft for years, I don't mean I have been playing Minecraft for years, I just don't know what much, like, Minecraft to me is like, when was this added? Okay, well, I'm gonna at least go into my house to double check this. Because I'd rather be safe and not get snuck upon by a creeper. Besides the point that... Besides the point I do want to get one of the creatures for myself. Thankfully, they do have their biomes. Roofed forest. I know where to go. I think. Now, guys, I am slightly, if I remember correctly, I believe when I did go towards that way a while ago, I believe I did come across one. But I can't remember if it was that way or that way. I still need to explore that way at some point. And then start recording again when I get there, but I'll be back once I get there. Well, guys, I've not gone far. Turns out, didn't need to. I was right thinking I'd seen one before. And it was this direction. I just didn't know how close it was. Hopefully this classifies as one. I knew I'd seen this place before, but I wasn't 100% sure where. And I knew I'd seen it because I ended up basically tracking over that area. Because I'm pretty sure that, yeah, it was. Because that area was basically towards the direction I went. But the reason I didn't see anyone, I was literally traveling towards that way. I went to the water. I climbed the mountain once, I wasn't doing it twice. I'm going to try and see how much I can essentially swim, not swim, but run back. I am also running out of food. The one benefit to my wheat farm, and will be saying benefit to my carrots and potatoes. All I'm going to say is it's not the first time. That could do with a bit more XP, HP. That's low, that's low, that's low, that's low. No, it's not. I might just have to grab both of them, chuck them both down. Starting in, I want to say, for the first 4 generations, you had the Pokemon and the medical center, the medical place. You know, the healing place where you go and, like, revive all your Pokemon a lot, like Nurse Joy sort of place. I say Nurse Joy. I don't think they're all called Nurse Joys. I think it's just Nurse Joy, it's just an anime thing. And this has come from someone who basically started off playing Sword and Shield, and then up until recently, hadn't played anything before Generation 6. So I should have been used to it, and shouldn't have been trying to look for the Pokemon. Yeah, I did. But in Generation 5, the Pokemarks became part of like the Pokemon Centers, which was a great choice. It made it so much more easier, plus it meant they were able to get rid of one burden. And considering what Generation 1, like, it's held by duct tape, and a few of the pre-generations, I kind of get for Generation 3 and 4. But for the first two, I'm surprised they weren't just put into one building. Happy Gas doesn't... Um, he's had some time. But yeah, so... But Generation 5 and 6, like, had them in one place. I think Generation 6 then brought in the ability to then, you know, change how you look. Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire didn't, but X and Y did. You were able to go shop and buy clothes, which I tell you what was nice. And the only positive change I can think of for Brilliant Diamond Shine and Pearl, because why I'm literally the literal person of, anytime you see me, I'm literally in a black hoodie plus tracksuits, black hoodie, black tracksuits, literally. I don't put no thought into what I'm wearing because I don't care at the end of the day. But in Pokemon, it's like, okay, so how can I make myself stand out? But yeah, like, that is literally sort of my mining kit. So this is the little mush thingy, which does look cool. It is level 6. This thing, Moonlight, is level 8, which means I'm going to try and get them both involved in this episode. And for funsies, I'll check out Scrap. But yeah, guys, that is all 8. All I'm missing now is a Nether Star. And which means all I'm missing for another star is a Wither. Which means being able to kill the Wither. In all honesty, I don't think I'm going to be able to. But what I will do is, what I do every single time I need to evolve these things up, is I use it as basically a good time to go and sit at the iron farm and do nothing for about half an hour. And by half an hour, I do mean like 10 minutes. Kind of want to, you know, get them all maxed up today, which I don't think would be too bad. But yeah, so Generation 6, I don't think did anything for Pokemon Centers. Don't think Generation 7 did either. Generation 8, I want to say was the first generation that made it so you could access your box on the go. So it was kind of a change to the Pokemon Centers. Because it meant you were able to sort of, you know, do all that on the go, which was great. Going against a gym that you've got Pokemon in your bag, in the box that you know are better for the job, you can just grab them from the box. Moonlight is evolving. You look really cool. See, I say you look really cool, Moonlight. You kind of just remind me of like Cinderace. Skull bud. Although I could have swore. Yep, see, it's evolving. My Strun Tala. It's coming to a creepy little bug. Well, it's kind of cool. Not something I think I'd have on my team, but kind of cool. Oh, guys, it's evolving. So, guys, what I will update, this is going to be so many clips to put together, but yeah, nothing's different or new. I will be back once they're all at the approximate level of about 19. So, guys, we're back, and it's been a while. But Scappy is 19. The thing is 19. And Moonlight is 19. I got them all up to 19, and then basically chucked them back into the sphere. I want them. So, yeah. Oh my god, it's evolving! Moonlight's evolving too! Okay, Moonlight is staying on the team. That thing looks badass and cool. I will discuss you more in a second. You kind of look like a goofy ass tree, which is kind of cool in your own right. And you look like a creepy mushroom spider, which does make sense. There is a couple more things I do need to do before I can in the episode, because I want the Happy Gas to grow up. But again, I don't know how long that's going to take. Annoying thing is, last time I did this, because of it being on New Adventures, it was all done on stream. I am going to slightly move it, because I think it grows better on, I think it's grass. But all I'm missing from that is a nether star. Which at the same point is kind of nice. I'm also going to chuck the... See, this started off as a sort of explorer chest. It's now full-fledged turned into... See, what I want to be able to do, which I don't know how simple it will be, because I don't know how laggy and buggy it'll make my game. Just because of the simple fact of I get a lot more. Plus, it was a lot more simpler to do and didn't take a while. But now I am literally just waiting for the happy gas. Like, again, guys, I don't want to be filming all night. Like, all they do is prefer water, but, like, they also do, like, they do take a decent bit of time. Although, guys, I will say, one benefit too, like, the only, like, I'd say one benefit, everyone has this benefit from, like, recording and streaming. Basically, the way I record and stream is I need to basically be on a game to stream or record. I believe for record streaming, I know for a fact. Because basically, while streaming on Twitch a few times, changing games every so often would basically just mean, right, need to restart stream. Guys, I think what I do is I call it. I let the happy gas be the happy gas. And you'll have to wait till next week. Like, it can go, the dried gas can go into my inventory. Yeah, the dried gas can go into my inventory. I will try and do it a decent bit before I record the next episode. I also wasn't expecting to get a happy gas, which does mean potential flight. Hold on, wait, can you make them? I don't have the lot, but I do have, actually, I haven't come up with looking at hold a lot of stuff. I'm checking that out as a personal project. But guys, the only reason I don't want to, like, the only reason I'm saying well, the happy gas can be done in the next episode, one, suspense. If you are new around here, please like and subscribe. One, suspense. Two, it's like 10 to, it's like almost 1 o'clock in the UK right now, which means I do have to be quieter. Which does generally mean messing with certain parts of audio for the full episode, and pain. But guys, this is Tiger signing off. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.